Okay. Hey, everyone. Sorry. All right. Let me put this over on live chat. All right. All caught up. All right. Here I am. Let's see. Hey, Paula. Hey, Daddy. Clara's Bear. Hoot 3. Sassy Nuss. Kathy Ann. Rarely Care. Just Brit. Hey. Mima Dragon. That's cool. Always Grateful. GTA and Opinions. Kentucky Girl. Christy. Tia. Pink Flamingo. Sunny D. Feeling kind of breezy. Sunday is relaxing. Well, it's not really an exercise. It kind of is, but it isn't. I've been reading. I've been reading. I probably shouldn't have been doing this, but I've been reading some forums and stuff like that recently, and they make comments about Katie and about us apparently. But I mean, I personally I like their comments. I agree with most of them. But one thing came to my attention is that it does, I'm just as guilty of this, if not more guilty than everyone else. But when discussing Katie or whatever, like it doesn't really seem like it's very productive. For me, it's not. On my end, it's not. Rather, I should say. So I wanted to try something a little different tonight. That's all. That's all it is. Not productive for like her sake or whatever, but just for us, to talk things through or whatever, work it out. They're just that kind of shit. You just scared the crap out of my cats. I did? I'm sorry. Cats usually like me. Okay, so just thought I'd give us. Hey, Susan. Spicy pizza, Heather McDonald, Pink Flamingo. All right, yeah, just thought we'd give this a couple more minutes. I have everything pretty much all up and ready to go. So, oh, no, that's right. I was going to play that from the YouTube channel. This is going to pretty much involve her Instagram live from the other night, where she made her claims about COVID and her hair and everything. Pretty much that. I just wanted to, just cover things and just kind of point out, maybe just talk it through or whatever. Point out what it is exactly about what we watched or seen her do or say, whatever that, that kind of pisses us off so much. I know it pisses me off or whatever. And, and if there was something she could do or say or whatever, what would that be? That's all. So it's not, don't worry, it won't be like work. It shouldn't be much different than what we do any other night, really. Or yeah, she said she had COVID. Oh boy. Yeah, pretty crazy. I'm here ready to fish, ladies and gents. You're funny, sad fishing. I like that name though. Oh boy. Doing dishes but still listening, Carly? I'm sorry you're doing dishes. That sucks. Yeah, she would have told us a zillion times this past year if she actually had COVID. Yeah, we're gonna cover that, and like I know on Twitter, Suzanne, how not to move to Costa Rica, she mentioned how she looked into it, and the first COVID case in the state of Minnesota was in March, and so according to if you listen to Katie, she and her son had COVID like 2 months before that. Just I'm shoving lunch into my face while working on a report. Oh god. Yeah, claiming she did in January last year, which is funny because, and I have to say this right now, before I forget, I have to say it right up front. The screenshots and these little video clips I'm going to be showing you, with the exception of the one from I think it's MissusCare's channel. I did not obtain these. I mean, I know where to find them for the most part, but I did not go searching, collecting them, and then giving them to me. This is all thanks to Tina from without a freaking clue. So I wanted to give her a huge thanks for doing this. She sent them to me earlier, and I said, "Do you mind if I use these tonight? I have an idea." She's like, "Well, why do you think I'm sending them to you?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're awesome! You're so freaking awesome!" So I just want to throw that out there, and I'm going to try and remember to thank her again and again because, God damn it, she deserves it. My sister-in-law will swear to you she and her son had COVID December 2019. What? Really? Wow. Like she got it at the same time China got it? I mean, yeah, it kills me. I mean, for like my entire life, and I'm like 40 something, we'll say, but for my entire life, I've had lots of colds, lots of respiratory infections, whatever. And for the most part, they're not really memorable, But every once in a while, every few years or a decade or whatever, you get one that kind of really sticks to you. You remember. You remember the cough. You remember the shortness of breath. Something profound that you remember. Chances are, if you experience this in the year 2019, then chances are it's just a cold. It wasn't COVID. So, hey, LRC. Hey, Kentucky girl. Okay, so I'm going to start pulling them up. How do I want to do this? All right, so I'm going to, all right. So, let me see here. We'll do the COVID ones first. Let me just put these in the tabs. Okay. So these are a couple screenshots. These are from, where were they from? They're from, they're from March of last year, so they're a little over a year old. And someone had this is when she first really said anything about COVID. Someone had said, this is 10 times more deadly than the flu, and no one knows anything about it. Also, our leader's a moron. She comes back with, it is not 10 times more deadly than the flu. I mean, more people die from the flu. And at that time, like, the total number was true, yes, but the rate in which it happened was not true. And then before, or right around the same time as that one, what do we do? Stop screen, share. There's this one where she, here's her comment, when more people die of the flu. Is the WHO LLC a legal workaround for that situation? I think so. I looked everywhere for this evidence, or it's not more deadly too, she says it up atop. And I think this is what started the whole conversation with, between her and her followers on Twitter regarding COVID. So, and I remember when this happened too, for mostly, there was some argument, and it's like suddenly she just like literally days later, she came back and she was all of a sudden like, oh my God, this thing's like a really big deal. And I know we had it in December or January or whatever. So let me pull those up. So this one. Okay, I think I got these in order for the most part. They could be a little off, so if they are, I apologize for that. So we start with C0. Okay. So in here we have, wait, let me check the chat real quick. I don't want to miss anything in the chat. Okay, I think we're good. So here she says, yeah, because the other ones were from 311. These are not from 317. Random question. Is it possible the virus was here before January, but we didn't know or have the proper testing? My family went through this terrible respiratory infection in January. We were flu negative, but our symptoms were exactly like the flu. Someone says, me and people I work with had the same thing in November or October, November. And someone says, I'm no doctor. However, in June 2019, I had a contagious respiratory infection. All of the same symptoms, this virus now. The breathing part was the worst. I have a big bundle of masks that I bought and still have because I was contagious. And then she says, the pathology of this disease shows it didn't exist then. But, it was okay, though, for it to have existed for her in January 2020. But what, a few months prior to that? So I just thought that was incredibly hypocritical. It's C0, C1, C2. And someone says, I've been wondering the same thing about it being here early. My dad was extremely sick in January too. They told him it was the flu and gave him a Z-Pack. The Z-Pack never worked. And my dad was sick for a month straight and no one could help him. She says, this is exactly what happened to my son. He was miserable. His wheezing was so bad. I mean, like he was grunting in his sleep. He slept in bed with me so I could make sure he didn't stop breathing. We managed him from home with the help of our nurses. And a few things I need to look at. Oh, no, okay. So what do I leave off? There we go. When my son became ill in January, he had shortness of breath, a terrible cough, runny nose, fever, and fatigue. We were convinced he had the flu. He tested negative. However, the illness persisted for weeks. He required steroids, nebulizer treatments, and missed almost 3 weeks. Let me check the chat. Okay, so C3 is where I'm leaving off. Just let me load the next ones. Couple more and I'm almost, and then I'm about done. So we'll go up to C8 for now. Okay. I don't think I could find the beginning of this one, or I don't think, unless it was C5. No, it wasn't. Okay. So it goes on to say, knowing that we lacked testing or even ideas about the virus until January, isn't it possible that the virus was already here and we didn't know the name? I'm not downplaying what we're seeing now. Something doesn't add up for me. I'll never forget how sick we were in January. And some of these might be kind of a repeat. I'm pretty sure I took them all out, but maybe not. C5. After hearing from so many of you, I'm convinced the virus has been in the U.S. for months. I'm convinced my family was already exposed. I'm convinced countries didn't respond appropriately. To date, the U.S. isn't even testing most patients because they don't have enough tests. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that this is actually the second deadlier wave of the virus. I've heard a lot of similar stories. Katie comes back to say, yeah, me too. The virus was like nothing we had ever experienced. It wasn't a cold at all. I never had a cold like that. Without tests here, then it's feasible. It's been in the US a lot longer than we thought, which means it could have been here in January. I want to keep pointing out the January here. That's all. Just want to keep pointing that out for now. January. This one was interesting. Oh, no, wait, this isn't the next set. It has the interesting one. If China lied about human-to-human contact, healthcare workers were contracting the virus in December, and travel remained open for months. How do we even know that we weren't seeing this virus in January? C8. Okay. Only a couple more screenshots of the COVID. She says, I can tell you the illness was so bad. We had very, very runny noses, horrible coughs, body aches, chills, fevers, and my son needed around-the-clock nebulizers. I swore it was influenza, but he tested negative. His fever was over 101. Someone comes back and says runny noses is not one of the symptoms and can help indicate it's not COVID-19. To which she then replies, oh, wait, that's not it. Sorry. Of course, I'm going to screw him up at least once. To which she replies, that's not true. Who says a runny nose is a symptom? And then, the same person comes back, shortness of breath is a good indicator, sign of COVID-19, which occur, and goes on. Now, this last one, though, I found particularly interesting the first time I seen it, like months ago. She says, oh yes, we were at Regent's Hospital, which is in the heart of St. Paul, and enormous among Chinese population in that area, and many that work at the hospitals. So she's suggesting that when she was allegedly in the hospital in St. Paul during January, according to her, that they could have contracted the disease because some immigrants from China, to her knowledge, work in the hospital. That's what she was suggesting. They just kind of stuck out to me. I found that interesting. Let me check the chat. And who three I had in January? No, she's talking January of 2020. Not this past January, like 2 months ago. She's talking the January before. Like before it was even in the United States, pretty much, or right around the time it was just found in the United States. That's what she's claiming. I should specify that. When she's talking about she and her son having COVID, she's talking about January 2020. In other words, she and her son would have been like some of the first people in the entire country to have had COVID, but yet nobody else around them contracted it. Okay, so okay, now I want to a couple more screenshots, but this time these are about her hair, because if you watch her video, she discusses her hair a bit. There's only a few of these. In fact, maybe I'm gonna show these two, and then I think we'll come back to the other ones because I want to play some of the videos too. I'm going to do the videos now because I have the COVID ones. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play MissusCare's video. Let me pull it up. And then we can come back to the hair because I'm trying to think of like the best way to do this, to go about it, and I really don't know. Yeah, exactly. LRC. I wondered how she caught it and everything too. She did. It's possible, I guess, to still catch it and not leave your house or whatever. But to catch it before anyone else and not leave your house, that just seems a little weird. I don't know. That's just me. And again, I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description, and I'm going to put a link in the chat too in a second. The only reason why I'm able to view, let alone play this Instagram, because Katie now deletes her Instagrams like the second they're over, is because MissusCare, it was just, I don't know, awesome enough to grab it and then upload it to YouTube. So I really want to throw a huge shout out to her and thank her so much. She's got a lot of these Instagrams too up, for us to experience. So I don't know what I would do if she wasn't doing this. So she's awesome. So if you think of it, or definitely, just maybe if you got a second, go to her channel, just give the video a thumbs up or whatever, that, because that's awesome. So let me start this. And okay. Let me check the chat real quick. Kentucky girl, yeah, the hair falling out from COVID may very well be a real thing. I'm not at all. I have no idea. I know nothing about that, so I'm not even going to comment on it. That's there's more to this though with Katie. There is.
Or I can barely hold this. This is me after getting the vaccine. I feel like I'm so tired. This has been me most of the day. But I'm so glad. I got it. Not complaining. just feeling really tired. Mostly just achy. I know some people aren't getting any side effects. The pharmacist told me that I'd probably feel tired, just want to lay down. That's kind of how I feel. So I was like, I'm just going to come online and see how everyone's doing. Hi. I'm laying on my bed. I've got my son's Paw Patrol pillow underneath me. It's weird. I don't see any comments. Am I timed out here? Am I frozen? Is this frozen? Oh, that was weird. Whoa, it just like jumped. Okay, whoa, there it all went. I've been drinking water all day. And I have a Gatorade right here. I got the Pfizer one. Yeah, I stopped following Mackenzie McKee because she is like a QAnon, like, I'm drinking water and I have my Gatorade. So, oh, it was so frozen there for a second. Yes. I don't know what they'll name the girl. I usually get like, sometimes I get like this with the flu vaccine, but not all the time. But anyways. No, this is a filter. Look. See? It's a filter. No black dots. Oh, look, now there's white ones. Now there's stars. Now there's both. Now there's black dots. It's a filter. What do I think of her being pregnant? I already did a video on it, so you can go to my stories and swipe up. No, you're not insulted.
I'm going to just forward through a little bit of this because I didn't realize that there's so much before. If that's cool, I'm just going to like do the 5-second speed ups. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to put it on fast speed instead. That'll work.
insulting me. I was just telling you it was a filter. Do not sleep without socks on tonight. You will be so congested in the morning. Huh. That's an interesting. You think Anna is crazy. Mackenzie's just really like anti-vax, and she's really QAnon. Like she believes in like crazy conspiracies that aren't true. And she's like super promoting all these false things. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Jeremy to be mean to someone that's in the LGBTQ plus, but I don't think it means he's changed his position at all. So I think you just need to like, anytime you see that kind of stuff, I always feel like it's just his church is super anti-LGBTQ. He hasn't changed. A lot of this kind of stuff is probably for PR, and he's getting a lot of heat for being anti-gay. So, you know. It's funny. I know. I cannot sleep in socks either. My feet get super sweaty. I did pre-order their book. It said it was coming in the middle of June, which I've never had that happen on a pre-order before. And I also joined their launch team, and we are less than 2 weeks out. We're like 10 days from their launch, and they haven't sent an email for confirmation. They also haven't sent a ebook that they said we would be getting early. We also haven't had a live stream, which they promised. So I don't really know what's going on. I've never done launch team. I did it just to see if everything would go as planned or if there would be hiccups. Okay, and Jeremy is wearing, I looked it up. He's wearing a Golf Wang jacket. It's a wool coat. It's a wool varsity jacket. And I looked it up online, and it's right here. And it doesn't look like they sell it like frequently, but you can buy it for like $169, or some places are selling it for $500. Yeah. What comment? I love that you joined. Well, honestly, I feel like I feel like a responsibility with coverage, that I try to read the books or any of the materials that these people put out, because I feel like you should understand their perspective and who they are and what they've said if you're going to report on them. So I've read I've read at least most of the Duggars, Jim, Bob, and Michelle's books. I haven't read the Daughters book, but yeah. I listen to the Duggars book sometimes on Audible because Shelley reads it, and I think it's funny. I know, it's the weekend. I don't understand that comment. What does that mean? I'm not going to read Jill Rodriguez's book, that's for sure. I don't. Who is the next Duggar to announce pregnancy? Probably Lauren. I'm thinking Lauren Duggar might be pregnant right now. And then you listen and read so much that would honestly make me scream. Well, I've always had this belief that if you're going to report on people, you need to understand where they're coming from and the decisions that they make and why they come to these conclusions. I also interview a lot of people that are from the IBLP that help me understand. And a lot of people are like, oh, Anna does these babies because she wants to tie him down, or this or that, or Josh is doing this to control her. And you can't really you always have to remember that you can't use your brain to rationalize their choices, because their choices are based on their cult beliefs. And so for Anna, she literally believes that he is redeemed and that he has a testimony now. So he fell from God and he has reformed himself, which means he's redeemed, which means that he is a testament to God's grace. So in a weird way, people look up to him now in his circles because he has admitted his sins and sought forgiveness and sought help, not help, but it's just not as you can't think of it in the terms of how we would think of it. She truly believes that he is redeemed. It's really, that's just as far as it goes. Yeah, they're brainwashed. Kendra's poor uterus. So I have a lot of conversations with people behind the scenes that are from the IBLP that help me learn all this kind of stuff. And then I've read all these kinds of things. And honestly, all of our criticism of them just makes them feel more empowered, because they feel like the fact that we don't agree with them is a testimony of how faithful they are in God. So they believe that they're doing the right thing with everything, and that our they can justify all of this. So they'll say like, well, they're saying that what we're doing is wrong with the LGBTQ plus, and they'll justify it by saying, but God tells us not to be gay, and so therefore we shouldn't be. And those people that are mad at it are clearly corrupted by Satan. So I don't know about Josie. I'm feeling tired. I also think I already had COVID. My son and I got really sick last January. And I actually said this on Twitter last January or last March, that I thought that we had COVID in the end of January of 2020 because of how sick we got. We both tested negative for the flu and everything else. And we were both so sick. Tad is narcissistic, if you ask me. Who's Tad? Or Tad narcissistic? What is a Tad narcissistic? But so last January, my son and I both got really sick. And I've talked about this before. My son picked up something at school. Sorry, my hair's a mess right now. Picked up something at school. We had really, really runny noses. We both had fevers. My son's was up to like 103 or 104 at times. Mine never got that high. He had labored breathing. We had to do nebulizers constantly. Our noses were super, super runny, like so runny that I couldn't believe the amount of snot that was coming out of my nose. And we had horrible coughs. Like my son's cough kept us up all night long, to the extent that we had to do nebulizers like in the middle of the night for him. And I slept with him because I was afraid that he would stop breathing. And I think my temperature got up to like 102 or 3. But the runny nose was insane. Like I can't even tell you how much snot was coming out of my nose. Yeah, I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't smell anything. Like I had no sense of smell. I had no appetite. I literally, it hurt to get up out of my bed, which is why I couldn't believe
Yes, she did, Tia. She said 101. Exactly. Oh, there's more though. There's more.
Tested negative for the flu. I was like, how do I not have the flu? Because it felt like the flu, but it actually felt worse than the flu. And like the cough was like so deep, and it like hurt when I coughed. Like my chest just was aching. My son was coughing nonstop, but the amount of snot that came out of our nose, it was bad. But they kept saying, well, no, it hasn't been here in the United States yet, so you couldn't have had COVID. And I'm like, okay. And when I first thought I had COVID, someone said, well, no, because you don't get a runny nose, and no, you don't get a really bad cough. But literally every person I've talked to in my DMs now that has had COVID has said to me they had the most runny nose they've ever had, and their cough was horrible. Yeah, I thought my son had pneumonia too. Like I thought we both had pneumonia. Like we were both just so sick. I think it was here for a lot longer, and I don't think I would have never been able to be tested because it hadn't even been here yet. It wasn't like a sinus infection. I get sinus infections all the time. I never get a runny nose like that with a sinus infection. And if it was a sinus infection, I wouldn't have gotten better unless I would have been on antibiotics. Yeah, I'm like, it was not a sinus infection. I don't get a fever with sinus infections. I don't have a runny nose where literally, you should have seen the amount of tissue that was literally like on the floor. We went through so many boxes of Kleenex, and I had to like get like Vaseline to put around my nose. And then I had to have my husband go and get like the whatever you call it, the tissue that has lotion on it. Yeah, I couldn't taste anything. Todd got something, but it was like way less than what Vaughn and I got. Like Vaughn and I got it the worst. Like I get a sinus infection for twice a year, and it wasn't like a sinus infection because I literally couldn't even get up to shower. I think I went like 2 or 3 days without showering because it hurt so bad to even stand up. And my nose was so red, it had scabs all around it from blowing my nose. It's not a new story. I actually talked about this last year. I even tweeted about it when everything came out. I already did a video on Anna Duggar. You can check my channel. But we took my son to the doctor. And one of my subscribers actually said she remembered me having that conversation. And then I thought my hair had fallen out because of my bleach. And I realized that it was in February that my hair started falling out. like bad. Like I had to chop my hair off because I lost like so much hair. It was like coming out in clumps in the shower. And then I still get super winded when I work out. Yeah. Oh my God. We sweated a lot too. My son was like sweating through the sheets. You remember me talking about this last year? Yeah, because it really literally happened. No, it wasn't stress. I thought it was stress, but then I was talking to someone that literally had that have had COVID.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. We can come back to it, though. I'm not going to move it or anything. Now, I'm going to play a video. It's actually still up on her Without a Ball or Without a Crystal Ball channel. It is from, let me pull it up, though, so I can see the exact date. Yeah, who 3? I don't remember scapes on her nose or her not going live for the 4 days. She couldn't get out of bed. Why? Yeah, exactly. This really, if she had scapes on her nose, really, this is the first time we'd see or hear about it. Come on. We know way more about her nose than we want to as it is. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Easier if I pull it up from here. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. The name of the video on her channel, Without a Crystal Ball, is the title of it is We Need to Talk. And this video is from December 14th, 2019. Let me share the right screen now. Actually, I'm going to just play it right from YouTube. That way I can speed it up. Starts about 6 minutes, I think.
It's hard because I feel like everything I say is monitored and watched.
Can you guys hear that? Just want to make sure.
So my night is going well. We just actually did a bath for my son. He is laying down now. My husband's laying down with him to put him to bed. And
thank you. Are you still on? Okay. Thank you, Christ Conflict.
He and my husband are still sick.
Can you guys hear this video, though?
I've been doing laundry most of the day. Yes, Joanne, you are correct. You have been telling us that. You have been telling me that the whole time, that you guys, cool. I don't need to explain anything. That's why I don't even bother. Because I care about you guys more than I care about everything else. And you know what I feel like? I think you have a lot of us that know you better. I think so too, Kristen. I think what I've loved this week, can I just be really sappy, you guys? What I've loved is that I have had some of us I'm sorry for that, Jew. I'm sorry if you didn't feel validated or appreciated, but I do appreciate you. I was actually just going to say that I wanted to tell all of you guys, if I didn't respond to your messages or if you saw that I saw them on Instagram or Twitter or on Facebook, that all of your messages, your amazing, kind, sweet, loving messages to me were so awesome this week. It was so necessary. It really reminded me that this channel is so much more than just the content I've created. It is, so many of you have shared just like how much this channel has given to you, a place where you feel like you have friends, a place where you feel like you're understood, a place where you feel like it's okay to be a mom and going in 37 different directions, a place where we can talk about all kinds of different stuff and not feel like we're being judged. And that's really like what I wanted.
on this channel. I got so slammed when everything happened with the Amber stuff. That was like a colossal tidal wave. I'm not even gonna lie. It was like getting hit with a tsunami mixed in with a hurricane and then throw in a little bit of a tornado. That is kind of how I felt when everything was going on with that. And I had so many people in my ears and so many people wanting to talk to me and everyone coming out of the woodwork and so much attention on this channel. And it was crazy. It went, we went from 16,000 to 28,000 like in a day. And then it's been just this very gradual, like very big uptick since then. And it's been a lot to manage and navigate and figure out, like, as I grow, like how to manage all of that. And I have definitely had some struggles making sure that I respond to your messages or that I'm listening to you or that I'm hearing your feedback. It's been confusing for us going through so many different moderators, trying to get people like trained, but then like it not working, having issues where people were blocking people and hiding them from our channel for no reason. People that were deleting comments in the chat because I don't manage the chat while we're on at all. And lots of like accusations about stuff getting deleted, which I didn't have a part of. We worked so hard to get a lot of that cleaned up. We had a group of moderators that were supposed to only handle those things, and it still didn't work. So we're finally at a much better place today. Jesse and Scarlett and Amber and Renee and Erica, they've Aaron or David, you guys know him as David, Michelle, Aaliyah, who am I forgetting? Amanda. I haven't seen Amanda all week. Yeah, it's just been like Michelle. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting? I said Amber, right? I can't remember.
Yes.
So it's just been a lot of.
This is from December 14th, 2019. I could swear I had it at the right timestamp. Did I miss it? Did she say that? Did she already talk about her son being sick? Oh, okay. Wait, this is in December, and she said her husband and son are still sick. Yes, thank you. Okay, good. I must have missed it, not heard it. Because I thought I had the timestamp correctly, but I'm sitting here not hearing it. But yes, exactly. So, the first time the first time she mentioned them being sick was on December 11th. But this video is from the 14th, and this is where she's discussing that they were sick. There's no discussion whatsoever about anyone being sick in January. There are no tweets, there are no videos, there's nothing. There's nothing about her son being in the hospital in January. There isn't. And I don't believe there's anything about her son being in the hospital in December either, now that I think about it. But I could be wrong because I didn't really go looking for. But yeah, exactly. So I mean, this I think is what just so many people get frustrated with is the way she just changes all these stories and events in her life to get the most reaction out of people, whether it be sympathy, whether it be praise, whether it doesn't, I don't care what it is. That's not the point. But she seems to always be searching for the biggest reaction, for the most acknowledgement, maybe for the most, I don't know, most credit, whatever. And it's bad enough, I think that a lot of people feel like it's bad enough being lied to or whatever, but she has every right. She can lie all she wants, really. But then I feel like a lot of us feel like it's more manipulation when it's not just lying, but it's utilizing the things in your life that you know are going to like pretty much tug at other people's heartstrings, yeah, sad fishing, exactly. But and I mean, sad fishing, you can sad fish for any reason. It doesn't have to be monetary reasons. I think maybe some people just they like the attention, or maybe like her. I think she likes the emotional reaction she gets from people. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, exactly. It is manipulation. I feel like when she uses things in her life that she knows are going to really cause those listening to feel more than they normally would because of the things that she's using in her life. And if it were true or whatever, yeah, dude, I mean, oh my God, yeah, she deserves it. Whatever. If you don't feel something for her or her experience, then you're kind of a dick. But when you don't know if it's true because this is like the third different story you've heard, or you go on to hear different stories, and these events in her life keep changing to fit the situation at hand. That's I think just people get really for whether you're a follower, you're a viewer, a listener, or just passing by her in the street or whatever, to hear stories like this about someone's life, it does take from you. It's emotional labor pretty much to listen, to care, to stop what you're doing, to give that person the time and the respect in which they deserve for what they're discussing, and then to feel something, and then to offer words of kindness or even assistance in any way. It is emotional labor, and it pulls from everyone. And I think that's why, at least I know for myself, and I can only really speak for myself, I know for myself that is what kind of frustrates me, because I'm not saying that anyone's more deserving of my emotional labor than anyone else. It's not even like that. But it's just, if I'm going to put it out there, if I'm going to spend it, then I would much rather it be spent somewhere where it's going to do actual real good. It just, rather than just be used for to fill some empty void or hole or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how to put it. So there's that. Now, we heard her talking about how her hair fell out from COVID. So now I'm going to play two small video clips. Why does I keep doing that? Stop it. Ugh. Keeps breaking my balls. Okay, so it won't let me play it like that. Okay, whatever. Let's try it like this. My computer is so slow. All right, so here is 8:14.
But this is, I'm doing an Olaplex, which, as you know, my hair got really damaged and stuff, and it fell out during a very stressful time.
Okay, so that's one. How did that come up? And here's the other small clip.
Yeah. It wasn't the bleach that did it. It was when I did my hair vibrant colors that did it. The vibrant colors destroyed my hair.
Okay, so now we've heard the COVID story. We've heard two small video clips. I'm not quite sure when they were from I think maybe 2020, sometime last year, where she's blaming it on the vibrant colors, the hair dye, but the vibrant colors of the hair dye. Then we have somewhere. Here we go. Is it showing? Yes. Okay. Here's an Instagram comment she goes on to explain, a couple things happened. I dyed my hair a vibrant purple last year in honor of my friend who passed away that was gay. After the purple faded, the color underneath was platinum. Because the hair had damaged my hair, my stylist and I agreed we would just tone it and fix the roots. It wasn't great, but it was healthier. By November, I had a lot of people spreading. Then... by November, I had a lot of people spreading vicious rumors about me on YouTube. I got so stressed out that my hair broke off at the root and fell out. The remaining hair was tiny sprouts at the root. It was awful. My fragile hair, coupled with the stress, ruined my hair. We had to chop the bulk of it off yesterday because the damage was so severe, and the growth from the hair that fell out looked like a mullet. I didn't even really pay attention to that mullet comment before. Then... Right, these I don't have in any special order, so I'm just going to put them up. If there's a way I could plan this ahead and get this done before I started, I would, but I don't really know how to do that. But I'm almost done. It went over it, didn't it? No, it didn't. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So, let me just check the chat real quick. Oh, I did miss a few. Let's see. Oh, hey, Nikki. Yep. Oh, Steve Salt. Yeah. Claire Esper says, I remember her blaming it on that stress then too. Steve's fault. Way to go, Steve. Okay, so these next screenshots. Where am I? Yeah, these are not in any special order. This was taken from one of her live streams, apparently. The platinum destroyed my hair. When you did that style with your short hair using the waiver, it was okay. I didn't read the ones before or after hers. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and here's an Instagram post. She continues on, I think, maybe. However, the bleach was really hard on my hair. I don't regret making the choice at all. June was Pride Month. I knew if he were still here, he would have loved it. So for all the haters that have mocked my hair this year, no, you mocked my choice to honor a friend. Remember someone that passed away before the legalization of gay marriage, and to honor all the people that are LGBTQ+, that have been discriminated against, denied healthcare, denied marriage, and denied rights. We have come a long way in 10 years, but we still have so far to go. I love and miss you, JB. And that is sweet that, whether it is true or not, the fact that even just saying it, I think is still kind of sweet. Then we have... Oh, this is a comment from Tina on one of her live streams. Tina says, oh, also I forgot to add that literally yesterday you tweeted that your hair was damaged because of the purple you did. This is a huge contradiction to what you said in this stream. So like I said, these are not in order, and I apologize for that, but I couldn't really tell what order in which they went in. Like the other ones were easier because I remember that happening, and they had a date. These don't really have a date. So, and here she says, my hair guru promises me tomorrow we will continue to fix my hair. It's been a long process of recovering and repairing my hair from dyeing my hair purple last year. I dyed my hair in honor of my friend JB, who passed away and was gay. At the time of his passing, gay marriage wasn't legal. His boyfriend of 10 years had an employer that refused coverage for partners of gay employees. JB was forced to keep his job until the very end so that he could maintain health insurance. I want to point out that, assuming that everything she's saying here is true, her friend did not pass away, though, from like lack of health care or whatever, because it did sound like that maybe that's what she was claiming at very first, and people kind of asked her about it, but then she kind of quickly clarified, no, that wasn't the case. She was upset about it because if he was able to go on his partner's health care, then as he died from cancer, then he would have been more comfortable while doing so, which, yeah, it's kind of messed up. He should have been able to be more comfortable, no doubt. And this one. My hair fell out from stress and damage. I cried as so-and-so cut my hair. I told her I don't want to look like Heron. Losing my hair was the worst experience because I couldn't control it. I couldn't control the hateful comments about my hair. I was ashamed and embarrassed. Today, I'm just grateful that Nikki promised she'd make me feel pretty again, and she didn't stop until I was okay. I'm so grateful for her. I hope all of you have a stylist that can hug you when you cry and promise to make you feel pretty. It seems so vain, but hair really is such a focal part of my job, and because of that, it needed to be fixed. I'm really glad I won't feel self-conscious anymore. Which is great if she has a hairstylist that did all that. That's awesome. And then, my hair was so unhappy. Last year in June, I went vibrant purple in honor of my friend, JB. He died from skin cancer in 2010. A few months after my wedding, or he died a few months after my wedding, he was gay in a committed relationship of 10 years and unable to marry to obtain health insurance. Gay marriage was legal in 2010, wasn't it? I'm going to look that up in a second. That just dawned on me. He was gay in a committed relationship of 10 years and unable to marry to obtain health insurance from his partner, Jason. John Bryan fought so hard and beat so many expectations. When his cancer came back, doctors gave him 6 months. He lived 4 years after diagnosis. Gay marriage wasn't legal then, nor was it common for employers to insure the partners of gay employees. JB worked until the very end to maintain insurance and health care. When I dyed my hair, I felt connected to him again. Okay, I'm gonna look that up for a second. But and I think there's one or two more. Pull them up. Just two, I think. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I already showed this one. The platinum destroyed my hair. I mean, unless I deleted the wrong one. I don't know. So one more. Oh my God! Come on. Okay. I know if he were still here, he would have loved it. So this was one area. See, I'm sorry. I apologize. There were some copies in here that I didn't get out. I kind of just hurried up and rushed it all together. So, yeah. So, according to Instagram the other night, her hair fell out because of COVID. According to anytime she was mad at someone or someone was quote unquote like harassing her or stalking her, then they're the reason for her hair falling out, especially Steve, as you know, mentioned. Or it's because she dyed her hair platinum, or it's because of the vibrant colors. It's just, again, July 2013, Minnesota. I just go, oh really? Wow, Minnesota took a long time then to legalize it. That's pretty messed up, Minnesota. Okay. Thank you for doing that, feeling kind of breezy. So yeah, I mean, again, like I was saying, it's not so much, I mean, I think we all kind of misremember certain events in our life, and we will tell stories or tell things, a little differently each time. And, and I get that. I mean, I've done it. I know I have. I'm sure we all have. And, maybe we even forget things about it or whatever. And just, but it's the constant changing, the evolving of the story to the point where, I mean, it's not even, it just, her stories adapt. That's what it is. Her stories seem to adapt to whatever is going on in life, not even her life, just life in general at that moment. And then the following month, whatever's going on at that moment, they will adapt again and adapt. And, and it seems like they keep doing this. And each time that they do this, it's to pull more and more out of people watching and listening. It's to pull more emotion. It's to pull more sympathy. It's to pull more attention, whatever the case may be. And like was said earlier, is like a manipulation tactic. So I'm curious. So I want to try this. Without being mean, without being insulting or, using vulgarities or anything like that, because that never gets anyone anywhere. If you could put this like in whatever characters are allowed in the live chat, if you could put that in that many characters, if you were to say, like, pretend I'm Katie, okay? If you tried to explain like how or why this upsets you, what would you say? Pretend I'm Katie. Like, tell me how or why this upsets you. Like, why it frustrates you. Why it just, it makes you batty. Whatever. Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Rarely Care. Thank you so much. I missed a super chat. Huh. I don't see it. It's not even on StreamYard. Usually it hangs around in there for a while. Where'd it go? But Rarely Care says, you missed a super chat, Sheila. So Sheila, thank you. Let me see. I might be in here already. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Let me pull it up. Thank you, Sheila Foster Swan, for the super chat. 1, vibrant colors have no ammonia. Exactly. Stress would make it fall out at the follicle, not leaving behind little pieces, like she said, 100% the bleach. Yeah, and I bleached my hair, and like parts of my hair over here, like it just really damaged that side of my hair for some reason, and it's still like it's not going to be healthy again until I cut that part off. But I'm not cutting my hair that short, so it's getting cut off in little pieces at a time. But yeah, and it's because of the bleach. Because of in order to do the vibrant colors, I had to bleach the shit out of my hair first, and then use the colors. But yeah, but the colors though themselves, like those were like chemically free, I think, or something like that. I mean, they even advertised it as being vegan, if whatever that means. I'm guessing it just means they don't test on animals, but whatever. But I mean, they were safe, But the bleach though was what killed my hair. Thank you very much, Rarely Care, for pointing that out to me. I never would have seen it. Thank you. If I had a $1 million. I'm looking at that like mother-in-law. If you had a mother-in-law for every reason she has had for this, $1 million. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rarely Care. I dyed it a different color, but I'm not. It needs to be fixed. I don't know, but thank you. Actually, I like the cut though. But okay, I want to read some of these. Let's see. Clara's Bear. I agree. How hard is it to check facts before streaming when she is literally online all damn day? Like really, it's exactly. Especially since she's contradicting herself. She's not even contradicting like something that's out there that's been established by someone else. She's contradicting her own words. She forgets what she says. So if you're forgetting what you say the first time, then was it even true the first time? Oh, here we go. GTA and opinions. You are using issues affecting groups you are not part of for your own personal gain, and that is wrong. You are a straight white woman from Minnesota. Accept and stop trying to be someone you want. Whether or not she's bisexual is I don't think that that's the issue, but she's not living life as a gay woman. She's not living life in a relationship with a woman. She's living life as a straight monogamous woman. That's what she's doing. So whether she's bi or not, she's living her life as a straight woman. So she's enjoying straight privilege, which is fine. It's not even like that, but then you can't try to appropriate I guess maybe is the word, gay service. I don't know what, I'm not sure what the word is, but it's like you're trying to extract all the good you can from this protected group, but you're not actually putting yourself at risk of being in this protected group. That's, I don't know. I wrote a blog post about it. I called it stolen gay valor, because like how people will stolen valor for military soldiers or whatever. People pretend that they were vets, or that they served, and they enjoyed, like on Veterans Day, the free coffee and donuts or whatever. It's small or whatever. It's minor in comparison to a lot of things, but it's still stolen gay or stolen valor. Well, I think what she does is kind of the same. I mean, she never actually, if to put it in military terms, she never actually went to war. She never actually went and seen some shit or whatever. But she tells the story as if she had, and she gets the attention or whatever in lieu of it. So I don't. That's what it feels like to me. Let's see, what else do we have here? The last straw for me was when I asked about her son after a couple of days before she said he was sick or whatever, and got bitched at. If you don't want people to care, don't talk. Yeah, that's another thing. Exactly. I mean, if you're going to talk about shit and put it out there, then you got to expect people to want to discuss it with you, to some degree. She plays up 2 unforgettable reasons for her hair falling out, yet now we have a 3rd unforgettable reason, all for the same symptom. So it is about your stress and friend, bleaching or COVID. Yeah. I bleached my hair for 10 years and never thought to use hair loss for a narrative. Yeah. There will never be contraction when you're telling the truth. Okay. She's using the gay community, saying she's bi. She can't keep her story straight. She makes things up to be relevant and changes as it suits her need. I'm truly into men and women. You don't see me running around saying, feel sorry for me because I like tacos and eggplant. I didn't even look and see who it was that posted that. I just started reading it, and as soon I get down to tacos and eggplants, and I'm like, that was Kimberly, mother of Rots, wasn't it? See, variations, narratives, and victimhood create a larger distance between yourself and audience every time. Virtue signaling and grandstanding will never bring people together. Correct? I think. Correct, yes. She exploits everything she can for her own gain, whether monetary or just for attention or sympathy. The thing that angers me is that she exploits her own son. Aaron, Tina sent you a message. Okay, I'll look. Thank you. Damn it. I was just on Facebook too. I didn't see anything. Wait, these are from... No, I already saw those. Did she send it somewhere else? Right, there's where goes my nose. It's coming up again. Oh, okay, I see. Oh yeah, these are from today, aren't they? Oh, okay. All right. Here. Oh, shoot. I can't really download from here, can I? Let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Was it just the 2 screenshots? Yeah. Okay. So here I have a couple more screenshots from. You said Tina sent them to me though, but it wasn't Tina that sent them. But thank you for telling me about them, and thank you for them ending up in my inbox. So we have. Why didn't they save? Oh my! Why is it what is it with pictures from Twitter? They just won't save for some reason from the DMs. I'll do this. All I'll get them. Okay, so these are from today. And we have this one. Here she says, it's a tweet from, I'm here to gently remind anyone that is scared to get the COVID vaccine that its side effects are minimal. So please get off the fence. Talk to your doctor. Stop believing internet conspiracy theorists and help us get to herd immunity to protect those who cannot get vaccinated. Then I live in a home where all of us have ADHD. My son and I have combined type. My husband has an attentive type. My son is also autistic. We've all been through a lot of therapy, and the way she's speaking about ADHD. Oh, I'm sorry, that's about Gabby. My bad. But yeah, the way she's speaking about ADHD is flat out not accurate. Still interesting, nonetheless. So, wait a minute. Okay. I just keep thinking about her son having COVID. If he was that sick and he is medically fragile, wouldn't a doctor hospitalize him? You don't take chances with young sick children. Exactly. Yeah, and I believe he has asthma or something, doesn't it? That's what she was saying in the video, I believe. First we aren't supposed to not believe the conspiracy people. Now their leader says believe me. Yeah, some of the things that comes out of her mouth is kind of conspiratorial. They just are. Shaz Z says, so she's got ADHD because Emily D. Baker is vocal about having ADHD. I will say that this is something that Katie has claimed for some time now. So before any of us knew who Emily D. Baker was anyways. But yeah, someone said in my comments on another video, one of my, I think it was maybe my last stream, I believe it was someone who was a pediatric nurse, she had said, I forget what it was. She was talking about the term medically fragile. I don't personally find anything wrong with that term. I mean, it's not up for me to decide though, because I'm not medically fragile, so I don't think I can really, I don't know, make a judgment on that. But what we were talking about in the one stream that was mentioned in my comments was not that the term itself was troublesome. It's just we found it troublesome how she would often just keep revealing this and pushing this and pushing this and pushing this. Like no matter, she's just, I don't know. It's his business. It's his health. Why is she always telling people all this shit about, I know that in this live stream in which this was discussing, that was our take on it anyways. My take and other people talking about it. Yeah, exactly. It's not wrong per se. It's just wicked cringe. And I think it's more so that it's wicked cringe when it's coming from the parent, and it's being just always reminding people from, by the parent, and just, yeah, she is diminishing his ability. I question that too. I think that might be, I don't know. I also don't know what it's like to have a child with these issues. I mean, I imagine part of me would feel like every time you see progress, you might then fear that you'll lose progress, and you might be afraid to get used to the good things because you might lose the good. I mean, this is the things I try to imagine what it must feel like. It would be I think it'd be an inner dialogue in my head constantly, I think. But then again, it's different though to admit these things to yourself personally or even just openly, but privately, in your life. And then it is to talk about these things in these ways on a platform like YouTube to hundreds of thousands of people. Two different things. So So, all right, another thing I was wondering, because I mean, I don't, and with all her slights or whatever that people mention, I mean, I don't think any of them are at all beyond redemption. Just looking at the slights themselves, okay, they're not beyond redemption. If anyone else had committed these things or whatever, I mean, I think for the most part, people would be able to forgive other people, or look past it, forget about it, whatever, move on. Is there anything that any kind of acknowledgement or anything she could say in which we feel like any of us feel like that could be possible here? I mean, would just an apology do it? Would just a Katie apology do it? What if she had come out and just said, listen, I see, like, we'll take the COVID thing, for example. If she had come out and said, I see what you're saying, and I got the dates wrong, and I messed up, I screwed up. Even if she went on to say something like, when you're on a live stream, sometimes you just keep talking because you have to keep talking, and just you don't really pay attention sometimes to what you're saying, and I need to do better about that, and I'm really sorry, and thank you for pointing this out to my attention. Like, if she came out and said something like that, could that be then something that would be enough for people to kind of like let it all go? I know, Karen. I remember that. Yeah, she even said on that interview that she believed her son could kill someone if he was persuaded or influenced. Now that was shocking. Absolutely, it was. And Dr. Addiction says, we as medical professionals do not use that term. That is placing a label on him, assigning the diagnosis to her son. Assigning the diagnosis to her son is all her to set up the story. Exactly. Yeah. Nothing she could say to ever make me believe her ever. Okay. Let's see this right here. I like this. Lisa Nichols says, I have a special needs kiddo who is 11, autism, and I cringe when I hear her speak about him. I am her number one cheerleader and tell her all the time that the sky is the limit, and she amazes me every day. Exactly. I mean, and like Karen pointed out about how she did say in the interview that she believes her son could absolutely be persuaded into doing something crazy like murdering someone. And to say that publicly instead of saying, like you're pointing out, instead of saying shit like the sky's the limit, you can do anything you want, and oh man. I would never watch her again, but I think she would have to be completely honest about all the times she lied in order to do the oops, I'm human and messed up with what I accidentally said there. Okay. I wish she would just admit she has exaggerated and over-exaggerated a bunch of what she has said. I also wish that she would apologize for a lot of stuff and apologize to her husband. Really? I mean, a couple things come to my mind, but I'm just wondering, like, what it is you're referring to with the apology to her husband. Like, what do you think she should apologize for? I think she would really need to commit to a change in the way she acts. Okay. She'd have to stop doing it and earn trust back over time. It's been too much for too long. It's too late for me. She just lies so much and completely lacks self-awareness. She calls everyone out for not wearing a mask, but now it's I had COVID in January, etc. And she's always going into the stores, yet puts her nose up to people who do it. Yeah. No, it's a pattern. I could be persuaded to eat. I could be persuaded to eat a whole cake, but I won't. Not a whole pizza minus pineapple down. Nope, she would have to prove herself over time, so she would have to apologize and then prove she has changed. That takes a long time to do. Right, it does. Absolutely. Narcissistic people have a hard time apologizing if that's her. Yeah, exactly, sassiness. My kid is not her diagnosis. Yep. I think the question is mute, to be honest. She really would never even consider that she's wrong anyway. And I think you're right there. I do. It just, like I said, this isn't so much like for her to try and encourage anything to happen. I just wonder if maybe just us talking about these things amongst ourselves just might be cathartic, maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely no professional here, but I know for myself it sometimes helps. What? Autistic people are capable of so much. I say as I eat bugles and drink Coke at 8:30 on a work night. I don't work till 12:15 tomorrow. We need to build our children up, not hold them back. And I just feel like she does. Yeah, I hear you. As a parent, we should want our children to live independently of us if they must be in others' care later in life. Her son seems very verbal, vocal, intelligent. It seems that way to me. I agree. He does. He seems very capable. He does. I mean, I'm not with him every day though, but I mean, I only seen like bits and clips of video here periodically, but still. I honestly don't think she has the capability to be sincere in an apology. A person who cannot be an advocate, a person also cannot be an advocate, as she says, when constantly finding flaws and tearing others down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I noticed too, like her advocacy, like 1 week she will be kind of degrading someone for a reason, and then like the next thing you know, she's advocating for people for that reason. And it's like, no, you're not. You're advocating for yourself right now. Hey, Suzanne. I was talking about you earlier. Kids with special medical needs need us to try and help them live as normal a life as possible. Exactly. Did you see the vid TD put out? Katie has been doing this a long time. She won't change. Which video? I haven't watched any of her videos in a while. I've seen I know she did some videos like last year and stuff. I remember, but yeah, Katie has been doing this for a while. GGB, I think the discussion is good and shows people aren't being petty. They have real reasons for the frustrations. Yeah, exactly. That too. Because I know, like at work when I first started like talking to my boss about this and explaining it to her, like I could see the look on her face. I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it. But then it wasn't long before I'd come into work the next day and she wouldn't even say hi. She just walk up to me. So when Katie says that, and I'm like, see. Anyways, but yeah, exactly. And I know, I get it. I get what I sound like when I talk about it. I get the face that I get from people, whatever. I think we all get that. But then the second anyone who gives us that face actually pays any attention, then before you know it, they're right there with you talking about it. And that's the thing. It's not us. It's not that we're crazy or we're nuts or whatever, maybe we are bored and that's why we're watching. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. It's been kind of a boring year this past year. All right, for granted. But yeah, beyond boredom, it's, just, and it's not even just that. I mean, I think we see comments, we see things that people say or whatever, or we see the way people are treated, and that affects us. That bothers us because why wouldn't it? Oh, thank you, Claire. Thank you. I didn't curl it tonight. I just washed it. That's all. um, EKC, why don't you stick to your own family instead of destroying KJ's? Is that all your channel is about? No, actually, it's not all my channel is about. But why do you think I need to stick? What's wrong with my family? What do you know that I don't know? And I'm kind of here all day with my family. They already get so much of my time and attention and shit. So I think it's okay if I kind of direct my attention elsewhere for time being. But I'm destroying. I didn't know I was destroying a family. Okay. Thank you for giving me that much power. I gotta turn this. I can't see. Shit's too dark. Man, I was going to go to bed early tonight, so what's the topic? Dude, I'm like so far into the topic. Right, I gotta turn the brightness up a little bit. I can't see. Still can't see. Damn it. Trying to tear KJ is vile. Okay, well, we can agree to disagree here, and I'm not trying to tear anything. I have nothing personal against her. I mean, she hasn't done me wrong. I just seen the behavior for the most part. And hey, you can disagree with my channel all you want, but you see, the thing is even though I disagree with a lot that she does on her channel, I'm not over on her channel giving her shit. I'm over on my channel talking about it. So why don't you take yourself back to your channel and you can go ahead and talk about me all you want. It's free country. But what you're doing here is actually more than I've ever done to her, because like I said, I'm not over there bothering her. I mean, you're free to stay, don't get me wrong, but you kind of look like an asshole. KJ Soccer Tots. Well, who knows? Katie's very controlling, manipulative. The amount of psychological games she plays while recording all of it makes her whole presence so outlandish. Yeah. She does not eat pineapple with pizza, or she does not eat pizza with pineapple, but I love this channel, so hop on your broomstick and fly away. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. And again, like I said, a lot of people in this community, and I know like a lot of people who subscribe and who watch, they were once a part of Katie's community. They subscribed to her. They enjoyed being there. And then for one reason or another, they kind of got screwed over somehow to some degree. So, and that's going to affect people, especially, like this past year and everything with COVID, to have an online community, someplace where you have friends and someplace where you can talk. I mean, this past year, that could mean everything, to people. And then to just suddenly have that just turn around on you and pretty much just spit you out. And you don't even know what the fuck you did for that to happen. And you can't get an explanation, and you inquire about it, and then you're just shut down or put on blast. That's what so many people who subscribe to her have experienced to some degree. And that's an issue. And if people have an issue with that, they're allowed to have an issue with that, and they're allowed to talk about it. So I'm sorry that some people find this so threatening, but if that's so threatening, then maybe end the threatening behavior that's causing shit to be threatening. I don't know. Or not. Oh, I see. The comment was deleted. Or thank you for removing that comment. I see it. I'm going to read it anyway, though. She is upset that people trash her. Why not? Okay, I'm not going to bring her into it. Why not trash so-and-so or Lori for lying and defaming her? Did you know? Okay, whatever. Oh, so I'm thinking that this might not even be, I don't know. So, they got lied to. Is that a question? Normally, I wouldn't check my device when it goes off, but sometimes I get messages during a stream, someone trying to get my attention about something, so that's why I check. So, I don't want to be rude. But, that's why. Okay, yeah, no, I see that. You're all good. Thank you. Okay. So what I miss here? I got the screenshot. Thank you, Nikki. I got it too. Oh, I got the last one, but I didn't get the ones before. But I don't even know if it's related to the other shit, but it could be. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if I have emails tomorrow. Then that might tip me off something. Yeah, did I read something about... Wait, in KJ's own words, she lies. No one is making up things here at all. Aaron is not like that at all. The obvious is being pointed out. Wait, did someone say I was lying? Or is that just what Yambi said? Okay, I think it was just Yambi. Wait, LRC, what? What? This is like the comments I've seen from those anti-vaxxers. They are a group that, wow, they have been, I'm guessing, mailing me, my daughter, and some friends, all because of the email. How do they find us? I don't know, but I will say this much. They can be relentless. One thing I used to do when I was actively advocating for vaccines over on Facebook and everything, other social media, was I would go into the anti-vax groups. I had a sock account, which I would go in there. I didn't comment. I didn't fuck with them or anything like that. But oftentimes, so while there, I would see members of the group posting screenshots of other people's posts. Like, say if there's someone whose child came down with measles and they made a post like, this is why people need to vaccinate, something like that. Well, they would take screenshots of this and they would share this person's profile information and everything. And then they would like just get a group together and then they would go mass attack this person on Facebook. So whenever I seen these posts popping up in these groups, I would take screenshots of these posts and message the person and be like, hey, listen, if you're catching all this shit, this is why, this is who posted your information in this group. This is who called for it. And this is how you can go about reporting the group and everything like that. And I can't tell you, I mean, if I signed into these groups once a day and looked for these, I would find several every day in like at least half the groups. It was unbelievable. Am I getting more messages now? Oh. All right. Oh, thank you. You got the screenshot? Okay, cool. I'll send you an email. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see that one come by. Thank you for catching that for me. Check your email. All right. I'm just gonna check it here. Oh, look at, I did get one. Wow. So this Yaman Baker says, we're going to kill you and your kids, bitch. Tell so-and-so we want to... yeah, okay. It has to do with the case. Those nonsense people. Yeah, I know. I can still open it, though. I won't click on any links or anything. But weirdly enough, it's an actual email address that it goes back to. Like, it doesn't go back to a fake email. It's a real email that it goes back to, oddly enough. That's like the first time that's ever happened. So I will look at that later, though, on the computer. So yeah, damn it, I'm having more soda. Totally Clueless says, it takes a certain mindset to blindly keep believing and supporting someone who lies, is quite vicious at times, and won't allow a child to have a normal life because it won't bring in money. Yeah. Oh, you have my kid's photo. Oh, you know what? Send me an email of my kid's photo. I'd like to see that. Please, send it. I'll be watching for it. Did you see the threat? Well, I seen the kid's photo one. either way, they sent me a pretty good threat in the email. Oh man. Yeah, I know how to run. Yeah, how to run headers. Yeah. Nikki, you here. I'll put my email. All right, Web Control. All right, I'm going to have to put you guys on hold for 1 second. I just want to go get more soda because sitting here talking and it gets hot in this room with the doors closed and shit. So I kind of need to. Oops, kind of need to have something to drink. Watch the account won't be active once you. Yeah, it probably won't be. Yeah, but it's probably a brand new account anyway. So even if I did do a search or look shit up right now, there's probably not much on it. But who knows? But I will be right back. Just 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Yeah, exactly, Carly Hannah. Oh my God. Imagine being such a loser to threaten people in the name of someone like KJ. Come on now. I don't even know. What camera do I have on? Can't tell. Okay, I have that one. I think I've been looking at the wrong camera all night. Oh, you sent. Okay. You got a point there, Sue. I didn't even think about that. You might be right. I don't know. Yeah, those aren't my kids. Like, they're really, I swear to God, none of those are my kids. Well, obviously, the adults that are naked aren't my kids, but the kid pictures are not my kids. Like, I have only one child that's still a minor, and that's barely, like, not even for much longer. So, nice try there. Oh, there's salt. Well, why are you telling me that you had pictures of my kids if you don't have my kid? You have Salty's. I don't want pictures of Salty's kids. No offense, Salty, or your kids, but just don't. There's no need for me to have pictures of your kids. I mean, come on. I feel like now you just kind of teased me there. Like you're offering to send me pictures of my kids, and now you didn't. I don't know. I mean, now I don't even feel like I can trust you now. It's fucked up. Exactly. Not even good at trolling. Exactly. Like I don't deserve like your A game or something here. Come on. Yeah, the threat. I don't want to. I don't want to like push it too far because I don't want the threats. Don't get me wrong. Just even no matter how benign they may be. But yeah, it is. It's becoming monotonous. It really is. That will happen. What will happen? What's going to happen? Intelligence doesn't run rampant in the KJ sphere. I'm convinced none of them went to college. Yeah. Really, I mean, even sending pictures of Salty's kids, is that really like some feat or something? I mean, he's a known attorney. He's in the paper where he lives and probably even in other places too, like quite often. So, I mean, you could say that he's a public figure. So, the fact that you obtained pictures of his kids, I mean, yeah, and do you have pictures of the Grand Canyon too? I mean, what the frig? It says where I live, but it's a contraction. So we are I live. I don't follow. We are I live. I can't even understand it. So exactly, Claire. I mean, yeah, I do. I think I deserve a little bit better trolling. I mean, I'm human, Just saying. Yeah. Aaron, I love how good you're trolling this guy. What? I, he kind of brought it upon himself. I'm just saying, or she, who knows, whatever. They brought it upon themselves. Exactly, Jennifer Mullins. Why is it a brag to have pictures? Don't most people post shit online nowadays? Exactly. Like, oh no, you learned how to use Twitter and you learned how to screenshot. Oh no. Hmm. At least troll something funny, man. Learn how to troll. Oh god. Oh well. I'm not going to read that one out loud. I'm not going to call attention to what just made me laugh. I'm just going to leave it alone. But I laughed at something funny. Let's see. But all right. I'm going to move away. Oh, I'm way far back in the video, but vibrant colors doesn't damage your hair at all. Bleach does, but vibrant colors do not. I can't with her light. Exactly. And I was saying that you might have heard it now if you kept playing, but I dyed my hair, the crazy vibrant colors, but the only way to get them to take is you got to bleach the shit out of your hair first. And yeah, that killed my hair. Like I still have some damage over here from it. Tifa, emails, images, and weak threats. Oh my. Doctor Strangish. I think I read somewhere that Salty represents former special forces people that are now mercenaries. You know what? I say we just run with that story, whether it's true or not. Just keep pushing it. I'm cool with that narrative. I'm Sue M. I know karate and have kangaroos. No way, you're a second cousin of Deadpool? Jealous. You, are you the kissing cousin? Okay. Nikki, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since we got into play. True. Let me see what's coming through here quick. Okay, yeah, it is my Twitter. Oh, okay, screenshots. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. Another email? Oh, yeah, that just came through. So, how much you want to bet that maybe I pointed out his shortcomings? We'll say that he maybe went to my Facebook and maybe grabbed a picture, or she. I don't know. Well, they're telling me email, but there's nothing in my email, so never mind. Chelsea's going to find them before the FBI does. They might. I don't know. I would, considering who his in I guess his office investigator is. There's a good chance that could happen. The guy's like freaking brilliant when it comes to tech shit, I guess. Oh yes, I forgot about the drop bears and killer spiders. What are drop bears? See, if anybody else had said that, I would think that they were joking. But I know you live on the continent that has all kinds of shit that want to kill you. So I need to know what drop bears are. Catherine says, I don't understand the motive if not doing it for. Oh, here. Okay, now it's coming in. There's not even anything here. I mean, there's a message, but. Really? Oh, I see. Because you put my email in twice. It doesn't make sense. All right, whatever. Where was I now? Shoot, I forget. Damn it. Oh, okay, Catherine. I don't understand the motive of not doing it for KJ. Yeah, I hear you, and I don't understand the motive either of not doing it for KJ, or not doing it for Swanson. I think rather, no, nothing else really makes sense. But I don't know. I live on the same continent as Sue Mo. Well, then you understand that your outdoors looks like something like hell coughed up in a lookie. Oh yeah, drop bears are koalas crazy cuz what? That's crazy. Dude, why are they? I don't tell me they're called drop bears because they actually like drop down on people and shit. Do they like attack from above or? Fried Oreos. Drop bears will mess with the end. I have a couple of nice spiders in my study with me. They have names. Okay. Swanson would eat you for breakfast. Okay. I don't care to have breakfast with Swanson though. So whatever. He can try and eat me for breakfast, but yes, their name is their attack move. Big fangs and claws, red eyes, scary. I never get death. Well, that's good, rarely. And honestly, if you're gonna get death threats, I mean, if you're gonna get death threats, and these are probably the best ones to get because they don't, you know, they're kind of, like I said earlier, benign. So, he's in DD. So, did you get an email too? I saw something. I got a death threat a month ago, still waiting. The email's a bit pathetic. Oh, I hope you're not getting them too. Well, I mean, Jasper, it's only because you're so nice. Oh, you asked him to send you one and he did? Oh my god. Wow. How cheap of, how do I want to put this? How easy is that? I mean, how easy of I don't know, a threatening person on the internet is that you just have to say, hey, send me one, and they jump right at it. I mean, I don't know. It's like you don't even have to work for it. I mean, they don't require much from you to send it out. So I feel like it kind of loses its effect. GT and opinions. I got penis bombed last night in my life. What happened? Oh my god. I want to know what happened. Like, did you drop a link and someone was like in the studio, like with a present for you? Cindy D, my arm hurts. Got my vaccine today. Yeah, both. I had both doses, and my arm hurt for like days. So I may stick with you for a couple days. Unfortunately, I was told though just try to like move your arm around like as much as possible, and that's supposed to help clear it up faster. I don't know. Someone pays you to suck at trolling. I don't know what the beginning of that conversation was, but I'm just reading now from JCM. Clara Bear, oh no, I am not Satan. Okay. GTA opinions and just Brit and Co. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a bad dick. Yeah, like I dropped the link in my chat, and someone who I thought was my sub joined, and bam, I got hit with a P. Please tell me that's still up. I want to go see it. Can I pull it up? No, I better not show a penis on my live stream. But when I'm done, I want to go see it. It wasn't a bad dick. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Was it like the guy in New Zealand? Oh god. No, I edited it. Oh, you did. You removed. Okay. I'm Catholic, can't be having that shit. Oh, shut up, Himby. Oh my god. You don't. Whatever. You're funny. Whatever. I feel like somebody let the noobs in here tonight. Like, ever play like Call of Duty or something, and just like someone just like there's a little kid under whatever, like trying to talk tough, and they just you laugh at it because it's just so funny to hear this little kid like just try and talk shit to you. Like, I feel like that's Yanbi. I feel like he's that little kid. Yeah, here, you want to come on, Yanbi? Why don't you come on? Well, let's have a chat. Here, I'll drop the link. Just please don't come on with your penis. Nobody wants to see your penis. There you go, just for Yan. Come on, and say hi. You can verbally tell me how you want to kill me. How's that? Yes, the 90s chat rooms, JCM, yes. Oh my god. AOL, the insult room. Like, that was my favorite room. Yeah, be your plan B. we would need a microscope because I don't think a magnifying glass would be strong enough to show it. Yep. It could be the only penis that you air in a live stream and you don't get demonetized for. God, I missed the insult room. Oh my god, it was so much fun. It was like cathartic too, just throwing out these horrible insults just at people, and it's cool. Yeah, I'm not. There's nobody in the studio yet, so you'd like that, would you? You'd like that, would you? Show me up in your stream. Damage our reputation. You're a disgrace. Well, I don't see how I'm a disgrace here. I mean, if it was going to damage your reputation, I mean, how am I the disgrace? But I mean, you know what? Why don't you just come on just to prove you're not Katie or Todd or Clark, whatever. I mean, you don't have to turn your camera on. Just use your voice. Exactly, Carly Hannah. Exactly. Chicken. I kind of wish I had a video clip of Critical K's chicken squawking. Oh, you think Clark would be interested in you? You're nothing. You're nothing. Okay. My nothing what? You realize that you're not telling me that I am nothing when you spell it like that. You're telling me that I own nothing or something. And I don't care if Clark's interested in me or if Clark's interested in freaking, I don't know, Self-Taught Beauty, whatever, any other channel. I don't give a shit. It's who cares about Clark? Why don't you just come on stream, huh? Come on. Why don't you come and stream and tell me, prove to me how little Clark Swanson cares about me? Come on. Okay, well, why don't you come and tell me how Clark Swanson will destroy himself? But although I don't get it, though, if he cares nothing about me or anyone else, then why would he care to destroy himself? I mean, you're kind of contradicting yourself. Does he care or doesn't he care? Meow now. Who is Clark? Clark is oh, you don't have to retract to Yemby. We already got screenshots. Don't worry. Clark Swanson, he's the business partner of Tati Westbrook that's suing Tati Westbrook. If there's a theory that it's a long story, but I don't know. But yeah, that's who he is anyways. What's there to destroy? Yeah, what is there to destroy, really? Exactly. Clark Swanson, this director. Oh my god. I can hear that too in my head. Carly Anna, show your face. Come on, show your face. Oh my god, did I just turn into Katie there for a second? Come on, Clark, come on. Show your face. Oh my god. What age has, and then all of us. I'm not forwarding shit. You, dude, if you want someone to have an email, then fucking do your own dirty work. I mean, do you think that if these things existed of Clark or DMs or voicemails or whatever, oh, she wanted to, so what the fuck do I don't care. That's a you problem. Go deal with you and your problem. But they could have shared that with like everyone by now, and just like we're all like keeping it a secret from you guys, huh? I mean, like if we just came out and just said to you, like, yeah, dude, they shared it. Like I have a copy of it. Like everyone here in this chat has a copy of it. If we just like told you that, would you just like give up, let it go already and just go away? Because I mean, then it'd be a moot point, wouldn't it? To keep doing what you're trying to do. I mean, it's Todd, not to. Yeah, the troll's boring me too. Exactly, Sassy Nas. How does anyone else even control if someone answers you? I mean, like even if I could control that, you just sent me an email not too long ago telling me that you wanted to kill me and my kids. That's if you want someone to help you, please is usually the correct way to go about it. That what you did is not likely to be effective. Yeah, so the Swanson lawsuit isn't over. Sucks for Swanson then, I guess. Man, do you have that kind of power, Aaron? If so, what are you doing on YouTube? I know, no shit, right? Holy crap. Good night, Suzanne. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I think Yan B needs a nap. I think Yan B needs to come in on the panel already. Come on, dude. There it is. I dropped the link for you again. Tell you what, I'll forward your email if you come on the panel, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm going to call bullshit on all that, because if you really wanted to know if Katie gave it to anyone, why would you come into this community and ask? We would be the last people to freaking know what Katie has done. If it's a secret, she doesn't want us to know shit. It's just stupid. They threatened my family too. Okay, sure, dude. I just need to know who's they, and if why don't you take them about as seriously as I'm taking you? And I think it's safe to say that if there are voicemails and DMs, that yeah, they've been passed on by now, if for no other reason because of all the threats and shit regarding them. I mean, if it were me, I would think I'm going to need protection from these crazy people, so I'm going to go to the authorities and give them what I have so I can get the protection from these crazy people. That's what I would do. I mean, it's kind of like creating what you fear. KJ told you to talk to me. Oh, sure. I'm so sure she did that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just whatever, dude. Let's see. What other stories can we get from you? What are these voicemails and DMs supposed to say? Like, and why would Katie have them? How did she get them? When did she get them? If you want me to accurately try and find this out for you, I just need a little more information to go on, dude. Maybe Jan B wants. I think maybe Jan B wants my protection. I don't think he wants to be my protection. I think he needs my protection. If they were passed on, I'd already know. Okay, so then why are you? I think you just answered your own question. But again, if you want me to find out, I just need more information to go on. Like, what are they about? When did she get them? Why would she record shit? I mean, what was going on? I just, come on, fill me in here. You can come up and panel too and fill me in. Whatever. He can't be wants you for your shrooms. Everybody wants my shrooms, man. Hands off my shrooms. Well, how would they harm his case? You say Swanson spoke to her and so, but illegal voicemails would harm his case. Well, what makes them illegal? If they're voicemails, then that means the person leaving them was knowingly leaving an audio recording somewhere. So someone having it would not be illegal. But what do they say? How would it harm his case? Please, you need to fill me in here. Get your shit together. Get your shit. Put it in a backpack. Take it to the ship store and sell it. Katie doesn't watch Aaron. Wait, Katie doesn't get it right. Which, I don't know if she watches. She says she doesn't, but voice recording because they were paying us. What? Voice recording because they were paying us, obviously. Well, first of all, you said VM, so that's voicemail. Okay, that's not the same. At least that's not going to be interpreted the same way. But okay, go with this now. Voice recording. Okay. Well, who recorded it, and why? What's on the recording? Because I mean, if there's voice recordings and she recorded things, then she could probably record a lot of voices from a lot of different people in a lot of different conversations. I'm going to need to know exactly which one you're looking for if you want me to successfully find out if it exists or not. Hey, Marco. Yeah, and who's paying you? That's a good question, Catherine. Exactly, yeah. Who's paying you? How are they paying you, too? Like, is it a check? Like, do you get taxes taken out? I mean, do, do you claim this income? So, give me $1 million and I will make a voice recording. It may have kangaroo in the background if you throw in an extra 1,000. KJ, we think we hacked both accounts and there is a conversation between so-and-so and KJ where so-and-so says she deleted voicemail that KJ sent her. What? Why would she have DMs from Clark? Was Clark? Oh, so you mean to tell me that Clark was messaging, DMing Katie? He DM'd that other YouTube channel, some other makeup channel, and he was DMing her. I mean, who the hell isn't he DMing at this point? You'd think someone who doesn't want his DMs to get out there might be a little more careful about where he leaves his DMs. Just saying. So yeah, it's none of it just sounds, I don't know, believable. It doesn't. $10.99 USA, follow everyone. Hope they have good accountants. Is this uni? That's a good point. Yeah. It's a little weird though. How just you put a message up and then delete it. I don't see the point. Like, I don't see the point of anything regarding this. But whatever. What the hell do I know? Okay. On that note, I'm going to turn my camera off for a second because I'm going to eat a little snack here, and then by the time that kicks in, and I think uni has some workshops. It's funny you say that. That's when I'm gonna have a snack, and then I'm going to end the stream shortly because I'm gonna go sit up for a couple hours and play Call of Duty. But I'm just turning the camera off for a second. Swanson doesn't care because anyone could hack his account and send DMs, but if it makes it to court, what? So you are sending out threats to someone because fake DMs could, dude, like Days of Our Lives is more believable at this point. Like even like when they possessed Marlene or whatever the hell her name was, like that was more believable than the shit you're trying to sell right now. Like for real. You're welcome, Marco. Glad I can make you happy. Although I can't take all the credit. I think Yan B is actually contributing, to the entertainment tonight. I mean, he definitely is. So I'm reminded of that part of Goodfellas where I forget, I don't know, Hank Hill, whatever his name was, says to Pesci's character, like, "You're funny." And he's like, "What do you mean I'm funny? What am I, a clown? What do I amuse you?" I feel like Jan's kind of the clown, and he amuses. Dude, I think you might have the hots for her because you just don't stop talking about her. Dude, if you want to hook up with a chick, there are better ways to go about it. Although I don't think you really have much of a chance at this point because I think you kind of did some irreparable damage. But in the future, the next time you're kind of crushing on someone, like, this is kind of like the internet version of like when kids like other kids and they punch them in the arm or something. What you're doing is like that, but just on a much more fucked up scale. That one tasted like crap. 25 accounts we've effing tried, but okay. 25 accounts. Wow. So what are the names of your other accounts then? What are the other 24? 25 accounts and you can't get a chub. I don't know. One of the emails he sent me had some chubs in it, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what, I don't know. I mean, they obviously looked like they were taken like from a professional website, if that means, but Yan Gomes? Yeah, his name's Yan. What is his name on here again? Yan B. But okay, no, Yan Baker. Yaman Baker is what it says in the email. I don't know. There's a. Okay, maybe they're not penises. And that one, oh no, yeah, there's a penis. Yeah, there's one dude in there. There's with a penis. Yeah. Believe me, I wish you were the only special one. I want a dick pic and a death threat. I feel very loved. I would offer to forward you these, but the last time I offered that on Twitter, someone got mad and said, "No, I don't want your sympathy porn." Hey, Dylan's mom! Yay, you made it alive. Y'all dead. Sure, Jan. Or Yan. I love it when I make myself laugh. Yan, okay, if I'm dead, how will I be dead? How is someone going? How do you foresee my death occurring? And I don't want to name you just in case you don't want me to name you. Person sending me the screenshots and DMs. I just want to say thank you. I'm getting them. Thank you very much. If you want to claim or like take credit for it, then go ahead and type it. I just don't know if you want me to say it out loud. So in case you don't want to end up with I don't know, whatever the hell the shit is that he sent to me in your email. Zombie typing. That's funny, Kimberly. Oh wait, Aaron's ghost sounds like an Irish drinking song. You think maybe they can't come on panel because their mother will hear them? Uh-huh. I like when I used to like play a lot of Call of Duty, like when school would come out, would be let out, like that's when the kids would come on and they'd start running their mouths. And it's like most of the time, like in between like 5, 6 o'clock is when they suddenly got really quiet. And it's like, that that's when their parents came home from work. Again, that's Jan. Kathy Ann, I'm also getting them. Would you like me to send them just in case? I'm good. I have enough. But if you are seriously though, if you are getting them, here let me grab a video. It's on the channel because Salt's asked that I shared the link with people so that they can report to to their local FBI or to the FBI online. Anyways, can't come on panel because my child's in bed. Genius, it's late here. So you have a kid and you're threatening other people's kids. Well, if you can call it threats, but you can still come up on panel. Come on. Kids sleep through a lot of things, and you don't have to talk really loud. I mean, you don't have to yell. Hell, you can even be quiet as a mouse, but turn your camera on, like sign language or something. Like, we can play charades, and you can then tell me how I'm going to die through charades. Come on. I haven't played charades in like forever, dude. Like, I would probably suck at it, though, to be honest. Oh, the vape will give up the idea of the troll. I don't know, maybe. See, do you really think, though, that the vaping one, though, is capable? I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I guess anything's possible. What do I know? Hey, Lauren. Yeah, see, charades. Yay, exactly. Come on. Come play charades with me, Ann. Their only threats do what no one gets hurt. What? Where only threats? Where? Because that's the there you typed. Do what no one? Do what no one? Oh, do threats do what no one? Punctuation matters too. I mean, I'm not trying to break your balls. If like English is your second language or whatever, I'm not trying to break your balls here. I'm sorry, but it just might be more effective though if you took more of a effort on in how you typed out your threats. That's all. Ask me anything, I'll answer. Well, come on panel then. Because you see, I'm sorry, you just sitting there behind this little this Y in tight in letters. You're not gonna. It's not effective. You're not earning your money. If you're being paid to do this, then you are a shitty employee because you're not an effective one. You're not earning your keep. So I think maybe you should be more worth whatever it is you're being paid, and be more effective. So come on, panel. Age, sex, location. Yep. Exactly, Tifa. Yeah. If you're going to make threats, you're going to want them to be as effective as possible. You're going to want to put fear in people. You're going to not want to give them any reason to doubt you. You're not going to want to discredit yourself. You're not going to want to look like you're not serious. And by not putting pride in the way you type things out, that's kind of what you're doing. I'm 23, male, California. Okay, well, come on. So look, your kid. Okay, it's not that late where you are. Then you're 3 hours. What, behind me? Yeah. So it's like what, 9:30 there? 10:30, 11:30. Yeah, 10. It's 9:30 there. Should I pull out my troll account and show them how? Not that I troll people. I thought 13. Yeah, it's 9. Yeah, it's 9:30 there in California. Come on. Yeah, it's 12:30 here. Yep. I gotta look again. I forgot. It's still there. Genius. I don't get it. Why is this fan not even hitting me? It's Kevin. Yeah, I kind of wonder that too. Someone said that earlier, and I was thinking maybe it's Kevin. The little uni. I think I originally started calling him New Uni, but then Little Uni just kind of seemed to, I don't know, fit better. How can you type with those small arms over your big fat belly? Who is Kevin? Kevin is, I guess, like the new Keon. Keon is, in case you don't know who Keon is, but if you're on Twitter and you follow Katie, you know who Keon is. Keon's been like one of her, like, I don't know, stands, I guess. And actually, I haven't seen Keon around much. Is anyone else? And we think Kevin's like the new Keon, but he's a new Keon in the sense that he's the new stand for her on Twitter. But all in all, the way he talks about her, he's kind of like the new Uni or little Uni. I like to call him. What was the topic for the troll ride? Great question, Jennifer. I'm going to get back to that, I think, because that is the kind of the whole point of the stream. What I had done, we were talking about Katie's Instagram from the other night, where she was saying how she and her son, she thinks that they had COVID. That's how she lost her hair, was because of COVID. And that they had COVID in January of 2020, not this past January, mind you, the following January or previous January. Well, except in January 2020, there were no posts, no videos, no mention or whatever of her being sick. However, in mid-December, I think it was December 14th or 15th was the day of the video I played. That's when she mentions how her son was sick. And she was sick. And I think she even said that Todd was sick too. So the COVID that she claims that everyone had wasn't in January, but it was actually in December, which, wow, that would be amazing. She'd be like the first person like this half of the world or something like that who came down with COVID. I mean, whatever. And then the hair thing about how she says that COVID was making her hair fall out. Well, let's see. She blamed that on the vibrant colors she dyed her hair, and then on the bleach. Then she blamed it on like stress and whatever. It was basically the whole reason. It was a whole bunch of contradictions on her part, but I had a point in what I was doing. My point was that we discussed like what it is about shit like this that bothers us, you know? Like if we could say something to Katie, you know, I said, pretend I'm Katie. What would you say to Katie? You know, we tried that. And then I said, okay, well, given all that, do you think that a road to redemption would be possible? In other words, only I didn't phrase it that well as I just did now. And I asked, you know, like, is there any way like an apology could make things better? Do you think that there's a possible, you know, is there anything she could do to improve things? And if so, like, what could she say that you would start to believe, basically? And yeah, not many people were thinking that it could happen. So, but my whole point of that though was just to talk it out amongst ourselves, you know. So maybe it could be, you know, kind of cathartic for us or whatever, or for anyone who's actually followed her, been part of the community, and been kind of screwed over by her, or just been hurt, you know, or discarded or whatever. I thought maybe it could just be a productive stream, maybe, I guess. Where's the screenshot where Yan said they have a kid? Am I in the right? Okay, I'm in the right one. No, I didn't. Oh, then I just I get the ones after that too. He came back and said, "Where did I say I have a kid? I never said that." Where's the one? I'm not Kevin. It's still there, genius. I'm 23, male, California. Ask me anything, I'll answer. Can't come on panel because my child's in bed, genius. It's late here. That's exactly what he said. My child. And he even did the child's. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, he did it right. My child, apostrophe S, for like my child is short for that. So he got that right. So I would say that it's definitely his child. If you want, I can send you a screenshot though if you need it. But I just assumed you were asking because you wanted to know what he said. But yeah, so that was kind of the point of the stream, and I think it was going pretty well. And then Jan B here showed up, and I don't know. I guess he needed some attention that he wasn't getting at home. Maybe, I don't know. Great stream. Thank you, Catherine. Although, like I said to someone else earlier, I don't think I can take all the credit for this one tonight. I think some credit actually might go to Jan. I don't know. We need to talk about Kevin. Was that movie made after you? What? I don't know. What movie are you talking about, Sue? I feel like there's a joke there that I'm missing. And I don't like to miss jokes. Yeah, comes to kill me. Doesn't remember what they're meant to do. Photoshopped one. I'm not drunk. Okay. I now. Are you going to put another comment up in a few minutes to say, where did I say my son was asleep? Where did I say my son? Where did I say I'm not drunk? It's kind of like Katie-esque, isn't it? Oh, damn it, dog. Okay, Punchy. All right. I'm going to end the stream now because it's going on 3 hours and my dog is now in here. She's going to start barking any second now if I don't get at least look like I'm moving. So I'm going to have to. Sorry, Jan. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like ending the party on you early because you're getting this attention and like now I'm going to end the stream and you're not going to be without. But yeah, shit happens. So can I know you dead people? Yeah. Oh God, please no. All right, just a minute. Nobody die for real though, for real. Okay, that would suck. But yes, good night. Thank you, and thanks for being here. I guess, yeah, and thank you, Yan, for making this funny. Bye.